Have you ever felt stuck in toxic relationships that drain your energy, even if it's with family or close friends? Sometimes, the hardest thing to do is let go of those we love, but Stoic philosophy teaches us the power of detachment and discernment. In today's video, we'll explore 9 signs you should cut ties, even with those closest to you, and why it could be the most empowering choice for your peace of mind and growth. It's not about being cruel or abandoning others, it's about protecting your own well-being. Whether it's toxic behavior, manipulation, or constant negativity, the Stoics remind us that we have control over who we allow into our lives. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you've been struggling with relationships that seem to be holding you back, you're not alone. Today, we'll dive into Stoic wisdom and show you how to recognize when it's time to walk away, even from those you care about. Let's get started. 1. The person consistently brings negativity into your life. Overview. In Stoic philosophy, one of the core principles is recognizing and accepting that there are things beyond our control, but also understanding that we have control over certain aspects of our lives, especially the people we choose to interact with. A person who consistently brings negativity into your life can be incredibly harmful to your mental well-being and emotional balance. The Stoics teach us that we must safeguard our peace by being mindful of the energy we allow into our lives, and when necessary, we must distance ourselves from individuals who repeatedly bring negativity. Stoic insights. Both Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus emphasize the importance of protecting our inner peace. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This means that allowing negative influences to constantly surround you can cloud your judgment and limit your potential. Epictetus also reminded us that, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants, which can be interpreted to mean that happiness and fulfillment are not derived from external sources, including the toxic influences of others. By taking control of your perceptions, you can decide how much weight to give negative behavior. The power of your perception. One of the greatest tools that Stoic philosophy offers is the power of perception. It's not the negativity of others that harms us, but how we allow it to affect our thoughts and actions. You can't always control others, but you have absolute control over how you react to them. If someone is consistently negative, you can choose to detach emotionally and limit the impact they have on you. Recognizing that their negativity is not a reflection of your worth or happiness is key. Practical steps. Limit exposure to negativity. If someone in your life is persistently negative, it's important to set boundaries. You don't have to cut them off completely, but make conscious choices about how often you spend time with them. Reducing exposure can be a vital first step in preserving your peace. Practice detachment without being dismissive. The Stoics advocate for emotional detachment, which doesn't mean you stop caring about people, it means that you stop letting their negativity affect you. You can maintain compassion while also maintaining a healthy distance. Real-life examples. Consider a situation where a close friend or family member constantly complains, criticizes, or spreads pessimism. Over time, this can create a toxic environment, leaving you feeling drained and discouraged. For example, imagine a family member who constantly puts you down or dismisses your achievements. No matter how much you try to stay positive, their negativity undermines your self-esteem and progress. You may notice that after spending time with them, you feel anxious or demotivated. In such cases, Stoic philosophy would encourage you to step back, set boundaries, and, if necessary, distance yourself from that person to protect your emotional health. By doing so, you allow yourself the space to thrive, instead of being held back by others' negativity. 2. They disrespect your boundaries. Overview. Boundaries are not just a personal preference, they are essential for maintaining self-respect and fostering personal growth. In Stoic philosophy, creating and upholding boundaries aligns with the idea of self-control and preserving inner peace. By respecting your own limits and needs, you create an environment conducive to mental and emotional well-being. If someone consistently crosses those boundaries, it's a clear sign that the relationship may be harmful. Stoic insights. Epictetus famously taught that we cannot control external events, including the actions of others. However, we can control how we respond to them. By setting clear boundaries, we assert control over our lives and protect our peace. He also emphasized that, the greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. Similarly, when we set and defend boundaries, we not only protect ourselves but also cultivate resilience and inner strength. Recognizing that personal space, whether emotional, mental, or physical, is vital for maintaining a healthy state of mind is central to this philosophy. Practical steps. Communicate clearly about your needs, express your boundaries calmly and assertively. Let the person know what is acceptable and what isn't. Clarity reduces misunderstandings. Establish firm boundaries and be consistent in upholding them. Boundaries are only effective if they are consistently enforced. If someone repeatedly disrespects them, it's important to reinforce that these boundaries are non-negotiable. Real-life examples. Imagine a close friend or family member who constantly asks for favors, shows up uninvited at your home, or pressures you to share more than you're comfortable with. Over time, these small violations may build up and cause frustration or resentment. By addressing the behavior early on, you establish a sense of self-respect and discourage further disrespect. Failing to uphold boundaries may lead to unnecessary stress, resentment, and burnout. Underscore 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 underscore. 3. They have a pattern of manipulative behavior. Overview. Manipulation is a destructive force in relationships, whether emotional, psychological, or even physical. In Stoic philosophy, virtue and truth are core values, and manipulation undermines both. A Stoic approach to relationships is grounded in rationality, honesty, and integrity. When someone repeatedly manipulates, it is essential to recognize this behavior and take action to protect your well-being. Stoic insights. Marcus Aurelius was clear in his reflections that it is important to recognize and accept that some people may deceive or manipulate others for personal gain. However, a Stoic should not let these actions cloud their judgment or distort their perception. As Marcus wrote, when you are about to embark on some action, remind yourself what your goal is, and make sure that your intentions are in line with virtue and truth. Seeing others for who they truly are, and not allowing emotions to control your response, is a key Stoic practice. By remaining rational, you can identify manipulative behaviors early and avoid being deceived. Practical steps. Learn to recognize manipulation early on. Manipulation often involves guilt-tripping, emotional blackmail, or dishonest tactics to get what the manipulator wants. Recognizing these signs early allows you to distance yourself before the manipulation deepens. Cut ties with individuals who consistently manipulate. Once you've identified a pattern of manipulation, the Stoic response is clear: detach. If someone's behavior is consistently self-serving and deceptive, it may be necessary to sever ties to preserve your emotional and mental well-being. Real-life examples. Imagine a friend who frequently guilt-trips you into doing things you don't want to do by using phrases like, "After everything I've done for you, you can't even help me with this." Over time, this manipulative tactic wears you down and creates a sense of obligation. Similarly, a family member may try to control your choices by emotionally blackmailing you, perhaps by implying that you don't care about them if you don't comply. In both cases, the Stoic approach would be to recognize the manipulative behavior, set boundaries, and if necessary, cut ties to preserve your peace. By doing so, you protect yourself from being exploited or drained by someone who is prioritizing their own selfish desires over your well-being. 4. They do not support your growth or success. Overview. The people we surround ourselves with should elevate us, not hold us back. Stoic philosophy emphasizes virtuous growth, and relationships should support this journey. A person who does not encourage your progress, or worse, undermines it, can become a toxic influence. For personal growth to flourish, you need people who genuinely wish to see you succeed, even if it means challenging their own comfort zones. If your circle is filled with individuals who are indifferent or dismissive of your goals, it may be time to reevaluate these relationships. Stoic insights. Seneca spoke frequently about the importance of virtuous friendships. He believed that true friends should encourage one another in the pursuit of wisdom and virtue. In his letters, he noted, "A friend is someone who helps you grow, not just someone who shares your pleasures." A real friend will support your efforts to improve yourself and will even challenge you to become a better version of yourself. Seneca's philosophy implies that mutual support in personal growth is not just a pleasant addition but a necessary element of a deep, meaningful relationship. Friends who truly care about your well-being will want you to succeed, even if it makes them feel uncomfortable or forces them to confront their own shortcomings. Practical steps. Evaluate the motivations of those around you. Pay attention to how people respond to your successes. Do they genuinely celebrate your victories, or do they make you feel guilty for progressing? If someone's support feels half-hearted or absent, they may not have your best interests at heart. Remove those who are envious or hinder your growth. If someone constantly undermines your progress, either directly or through passive-aggressive behavior, it's essential to distance yourself. Staying close to people who do not encourage your success can stunt your growth. Real-life examples. Think of a family member who dismisses your career accomplishments, saying things like, "It's not that big of a deal," or "You'll never make it." Or a friend who subtly discourages you from pursuing a passion because they're uncomfortable with the idea of you outgrowing them. These individuals may act out of jealousy or insecurity, but their lack of support can ultimately hinder your potential. As a Stoic, it's important to recognize when a relationship no longer serves your growth and take the necessary steps to protect your development. Underscore 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 underscore. 5. They constantly criticize you, instead of offering constructive feedback. Overview. Criticism is an essential part of personal growth, but not all criticism is created equal. The Stoics value constructive feedback, criticism that offers valuable insights and helps you improve. However, when criticism becomes constant and unbalanced, it can be emotionally draining and undermine your self-esteem. The key difference between helpful criticism and harmful criticism lies in whether it serves to improve or simply tear down. Continuous, unhelpful criticism often comes from people who lack the wisdom to offer constructive guidance or are motivated by negativity. Stoic insights. The Stoics believed in viewing criticism objectively. Marcus Aurelius stated that when criticized, it's important to detach from your emotions and analyze whether the feedback is valid. Take your time and examine it, he advised. Is this true? Is it helpful? If it is, use it to grow. If it's not, let it go. Stoicism teaches us not to be swayed by every comment or judgment. Instead, we should respond with rationality and composure, separating our emotional reactions from the facts presented. This mindset allows us to learn from constructive criticism while disregarding harmful, baseless criticism. Practical steps. Distinguish between constructive criticism and harmful criticism. Constructive criticism provides solutions and is aimed at improvement, whereas harmful criticism focuses on faults without offering any way to correct them. Pay attention to whether feedback helps you grow or just makes you feel inadequate. Cut ties with individuals who only criticize without offering solutions. If someone only points out flaws but never offers support or a path forward, their feedback is unlikely to be productive. It's important to distance yourself from these individuals to preserve your confidence and growth. Real-life examples. Imagine a friend or family member who criticizes your efforts without offering helpful suggestions. They might say things like, "You'll never get it right," or "That's a terrible idea," without ever explaining how you could improve. Over time, this constant negative feedback can erode your self-esteem and make you question your abilities. This type of relationship is emotionally taxing and can prevent you from growing. A Stoic approach would be to recognize the value of constructive feedback but avoid being drained by endless, baseless criticism. Underscore 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 underscore. 6. They disrespect your values or core beliefs. Overview. Living in alignment with your values is central to Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe in acting with integrity and making decisions based on core principles like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. When someone repeatedly disrespects or challenges your values, it not only strains the relationship but can also lead to internal conflict. Relationships should be built on mutual respect, and individuals who undermine your values can hinder your ability to live authentically. Stoic insights. The Stoics held integrity as a fundamental virtue. Epictetus argued that we must live in accordance with our values, regardless of external pressures. It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them, he wrote. If someone disrespects your core beliefs, it's essential to question whether the relationship is genuinely supportive or if it is compromising your moral foundation. Marcus Aurelius also emphasized the importance of surrounding oneself with people who share your values, noting that a virtuous life is best lived in the company of those who encourage your moral development. Practical steps. Be clear about your core beliefs and values. Understanding your values is the first step. Once you know what's important to you, whether it's honesty, loyalty, or justice, you can communicate these principles to those around you. Distance yourself from those who repeatedly challenge or disrespect your values. If someone consistently belittles your beliefs or tries to push you into actions that conflict with your values, it may be time to distance yourself. Respecting your values is essential for maintaining peace and living authentically. Real-life examples. Consider a friend or family member who consistently mocks or dismisses your ethical or moral views. For example, they might belittle your commitment to honesty, or criticize your stance on a social or political issue. Over time, their disregard for your core beliefs can create tension and internal dissonance. A Stoic approach would involve recognizing that such a relationship is unhealthy for your well-being and distancing yourself from those who undermine your integrity. 7. They are unwilling to acknowledge their mistakes. Overview. Accountability is essential in any healthy relationship. It fosters mutual respect and trust, and allows both individuals to learn and grow. In Stoic philosophy, humility and self-reflection are foundational virtues. A person who cannot admit when they are wrong is unwilling to engage in this process of growth, which can undermine the integrity of the relationship. Stoicism teaches us that no one is perfect, and growth comes from honestly reflecting on our mistakes and learning from them. If someone repeatedly refuses to take responsibility for their actions, it creates an imbalanced and unhealthy dynamic. Stoic insights. Both Seneca and Marcus Aurelius emphasize the importance of self-reflection and the willingness to acknowledge when we are wrong. Seneca noted that, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Acknowledging mistakes is an act of humility and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius also wrote about the value of self-awareness, recognizing that we are not infallible and that growth comes from understanding our flaws. Stoics believe that embracing our imperfections allows us to become better people, and in relationships, this means being accountable for our actions. Practical steps. Encourage open dialogue about mistakes. Cultivate an environment where mistakes can be discussed openly and without shame. This allows both parties to learn and grow from the experience. If someone refuses to take accountability, recognize this as a toxic trait and cut ties if necessary. If someone continuously refuses to acknowledge their wrongdoings, it may be a sign that they are unwilling to grow or maintain a healthy relationship. Real-life examples. Think about a friend or family member who consistently refuses to apologize or take responsibility for their actions, even when they hurt you. When you confront them, they deflect or make excuses. This pattern can cause deep emotional harm, as it stunts growth in the relationship and leaves unresolved tension. A Stoic approach would encourage you to recognize this behavior and consider cutting ties with someone who cannot own their mistakes, as it is ultimately draining and harmful. Underscore 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 underscore. 8. They bring drama and conflict into your life. Overview. Drama and constant conflict can drain your energy, divert your focus, and prevent you from pursuing personal growth. In Stoic philosophy, peace and tranquility are key aspects of a virtuous life. A person who regularly brings drama into your life disrupts your inner peace, taking you away from focusing on your goals and well-being. Stoics teach that we should avoid unnecessary conflict and instead cultivate calm and rationality in our lives. Stoic insights. The Stoics valued serenity and focused on living harmoniously with nature and others. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the importance of avoiding distractions that lead to unnecessary conflict, such as the drama of others. He advised focusing on one's own purpose and recognizing that external chaos is often beyond our control. The Stoic principle of apatheia, freedom from emotional disturbance, teaches us to be selective about the energy we allow in our lives. People who thrive on drama disrupt this calm and distract us from our own virtuous pursuits. Practical steps. Set clear boundaries around drama and conflict. Establish clear limits with those who thrive on conflict or constantly bring negativity into your life. Let them know that you do not have the capacity or interest to engage in unnecessary drama. Remove people who consistently bring chaos into your life. If someone consistently stirs up conflict or drama, it may be necessary to distance yourself from them. Prioritize your mental peace and tranquility. Real-life examples. You may have a friend or family member who seems to always have some form of drama, whether it's a crisis at work, a relationship problem, or a tendency to gossip and create conflict. Every interaction with them leaves you feeling exhausted and distracted. This type of constant turmoil prevents you from focusing on your personal growth or goals. A Stoic approach would encourage you to limit your interactions with such individuals to preserve your inner calm and peace. 9. They don't respect your time or effort. Overview. Time is one of our most valuable resources, and how we spend it significantly impacts our well-being. Stoicism teaches us to use our time wisely, focusing on what aligns with our values and virtues. A person who repeatedly disrespects your time or effort, especially when you invest in them or the relationship, is showing a lack of regard for you and your boundaries. This behavior is not only inconsiderate but can also deplete your energy, leaving you feeling unappreciated. Stoic insights. Marcus Aurelius was very mindful of time, often reflecting on the fleeting nature of life. He encouraged us to focus our energy on what truly matters and not waste time on trivial pursuits. In his meditations, he wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Respecting your time is a way of respecting your ability to live meaningfully. If someone continually takes your time for granted without reciprocating or showing appreciation, it reflects a lack of respect for your efforts and value. Practical steps. Recognize when you are being taken advantage of. Pay attention to when your time, energy, or effort is not being acknowledged or returned. If you find yourself constantly giving without receiving, this is a sign that the relationship may not be balanced. Prioritize relationships where mutual respect and effort are shared. Focus on building relationships where both parties value each other's time and efforts. A balanced relationship respects the exchange of energy and resources. Real-life examples. Consider a family member who repeatedly asks you for favors, such as helping them move or taking on additional tasks, without ever offering to reciprocate. Or a friend who expects your time but never makes the effort to support you when you need help. Over time, this can lead to feelings of resentment, as the effort is not mutual. A Stoic approach would encourage you to reassess these relationships and focus on those where respect and effort are reciprocated. Underscore 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 underscore. Conclusion. Recognizing the 9 signs you should cut ties, even with family or friends, can be a difficult but necessary step towards self-care and personal growth. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that we are in control of our responses and the relationships we nurture. By distancing ourselves from toxic individuals, whether it's due to negativity, manipulation, disrespect, or disregard for our values, we practice self-respect and create space for healthier, more empowering connections. Cutting ties with toxic individuals is not an act of cruelty but an act of self-respect and growth. The Stoics believe that in order to live a life of peace, wisdom, and virtue, we must surround ourselves with those who support our growth and align with our values. In doing so, we pursue a more tranquil, meaningful existence, focused on what truly matters.